A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Slings it downfield. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give from the gun. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only recruit.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Finds a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Quick completion to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
That quarterback put the space in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on second down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And here he comes out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hold and finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Got room to work. There he goes. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Vols come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown ball. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice move there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The give to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. The quick out. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his duty, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. The snap sets up the throw. Pocket breaking down. Found a seam.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Volunteers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the quick grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well.
In 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. No, they don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it. They get the big pick.
Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Love the play by the wide receiver because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly, so the depth got past the first down marker, and now he's helping out his offense keep the drive alive.
The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Vols will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this this third quarter, they'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Off the RPO, complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They go to the draw. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Motion from the back. The give out of the gun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get the first through the air. Steps away to find some room. The throw. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking, on the move. Throwing right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Handoff from the gun. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. The tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the air on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Hey, midfield, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Finds the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the end zone. He's got it. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
Man, the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball's going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got the quick completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling quarterback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him. Throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Solid return there, offset some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not wide enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
There he goes. And he'll be right out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And the Vols are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Touchdown ball! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got the back over the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Looking for more room.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Snap to the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play in this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Wilcox. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Completes it in the middle. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Creates a little space. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory.